Streaming has genuinely hit a new low. Kick streamers have always been doing crazy and degenerate stuff, but yesterday, Clavicula did a collab stream with Nick Fuentes, Tristan Tate, and Sneeko, and it did not go good at all. This is probably the worst thing I've seen on a stream in a while, since Clavicula ran someone over with his Cybertruck, which wasn't even that bad considering the circumstances. Basically, they were in a party truck or something on the way to a club, and they were playing this song.
So I became a Nazi, yeah, bitch, I'm the villain.
Juice man! Juice man! They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. Nigga, how they don't understand the things I say on Twitter. All my niggas Nazis, nigga, how
You can literally see, like, visibly that Sneeko and Clav don't want to say it. They don't want to say the main chorus, but Myron and Nick Fuentes are just going full on crazy with it. They don't care anymore. They're just, going with the performance. Absolutely horrible stuff. And it doesn't actually end there. They continue to play this while walking into a club. And they were blasting it too. You could hear it from the street. It was pretty insane. I'll show you the clip right now.
She got the... Oh, we're here? We should have kept it going. How we doing? We're joining the club live now? Yeah.
I don't know how Clav was just welcomed into the club while that song was playing from his van. And I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless, to be honest. I don't know how they got away with this, how the entire street was hearing it and no one called the cops or anything. I mean, it is a club, so what do you expect? Half the people probably don't even know what the song is saying because of how wasted they are, but anyway. I also find it super ironic how Clavicula is the only fully white person in this entire crew. And they are still celebrating with that song, singing it like normal. I mean, not like normal, like crazy. This actually wasn't the end of it either. They somehow, with a miracle, managed to request the song inside the club. Request it to be played inside the club. And they were blasting this. Everyone was partying to it. And even Andrew Tate was in the club. And, you saw his brother in the van before, but Andrew Tate was actually spotted inside the club as well. Here is the clip. I'll show you now.
They don't understand the things I say on Twitter.
Yeah, so as you can see, they played it as loud as possibly possible in the club, and they seem to actually get away with it. They're all proudly partying to this horrid song while there is zero law enforcement in sight. And during this wild party, the crew was freely using the N-word, including Tristan Tate. And I'll show you the clip right here.
Clavicula is cool, and he's a cool young man. I've enjoyed talking to him, and I am going to enjoy talking to him. But I very rarely get excited when people are in the building. In fact, I never ever do, besides this nigga right here. That's the real nigger. The last real nigger left. Mate, appreciate it.
Honestly, I don't know why, but Tristan was the last person in this group who I expected to actually use that word. But hey, he actually did. So that actually wasn't the only person, though, to use that word. I was correct. There were other people in the crew, obviously, right? These are, an interesting bunch of people. They were all actually using the word, and Clavicula's known for using it. Clavicula is, he openly uses the word. But Sneeko and Nick Fuentes actually did as well in this clip right here.
We'll see what the long-lasting effects are, but at the same time, man, we're just a couple niggas hanging out. We're just going out.
Niggas going hard as fuck.
Yes, sir.
Society can't handle it.
I don't really think there's going to be any long term.
Nah, I don't think so.
Well, obviously there's not going to be any long-term consequences when you stream on Kick, which is literally the do whatever you want platform. It's that's the entire Kick branding. Just do whatever the hell you want, and people will watch, right? So yeah, no, there will not be any long-term consequences for what these streamers are doing. But you never know. We could only hope for Kick's downfall. Anyway, let's get back into it. So, Sneeko and Nick Fuentes are using the word as well. I'm pretty sure Nick Fuentes has always used. I'm not sure. Nick streams on Rumble, not Kick, so I actually wouldn't know. He's a big political streamer. You know, extremely, extremely far right. More than Margra, more than any of Margra actually. He's very hateful, hates pretty much every minority. Just a little description for those of you who don't know him. And if you wanted a serious response to any consequences that any of the streamers faced, apparently Clavicula did get banned from all the clubs in Miami after this event. Rightfully so, I guess. And he did have a response. He did make a response on his stream.
You're banned from all Miami events and clubs? Yeah, I'd do it again, man. I do not apologize for what I did. You can ban me from clubs, you can shit talk me on Instagram, but I'm not sorry about any of it. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Fuck the clubs. I would rather have free speech and the ability to make jokes and do content 1,000 times over rather than being a little bitch who, you know, has to censor himself and do all that shit. Because if that's what's required to go into these dog shit Miami clubs, then keep me the fuck out.
So if you have to be respectful to get into Miami clubs, which he calls dog shit, even though he spends like 50% of his time there, then it's not worth it. You have to be disrespectful at all times, otherwise you don't have free speech, guys. Despite what Clavicula is saying, being kind of stupid in my opinion, I do think we should focus on the other crew members instead of Clavicula first, because the youngest person apart from Clavicula is Sneeko, who is 27. Everyone else is 30 plus, and they are, you know, just encouraging Clavicula, who is 20 years old, to do this sort of stuff. And I know Clav has done and said a lot of controversial things in the past, but this is just adding fire to the fire. And I think it is a lot worse for someone who is over 30 years of age to be doing this, rather than someone who is 20. Like, the maturity difference should be crazy. Like, if you're 20, you got out of high school 2 years ago. If you're 30, in the United States, the average age to have a baby is like 30. In Australia, which is where I am from, it's 31. And you're above the age of 30 and playing HH by Ye at a Miami club in your free time. Are you serious? Anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. But yeah, interesting discussion today. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.